Working in the legal department at CORA, it was an amazing experience. I'm a survivor myself, so I think I can relate a lot to the victims. I can relate to their pain and, and their fears. The experiences in life, some are good, some are bad. In my case, there were a lot of bad ones. Somehow, make you who you are. And I think it is important to show that to other people, that they think that they cannot do it, that's it. The beating every day, the shouting every day, the insults every day. They start to normalize it. I remember when I used to give accompaniment to the court, to the victims, I always used to talk to them and tell them, I've been there. I know how you feel, but also I know that you can make it because I made it. And I think that helped them a lot. Just because a volunteer is there, it changes, makes them feel good, makes them feel safe. A few months ago, I read something that said I should leave a mark in the life of people, not a stain. And these people have so many stains, and I want to leave a positive mark on people. If I can just help one woman, she will be a better mother. The children will have more choices. We'll have a better generation. CORA is special because it takes a victim that is on the floor, gives the hands so they can get up. And not only that, but gives them, empowers them so they can start to walk by themselves. And that's why I believe in CORA. I believe in working and volunteer here. I believe in the mission that CORA has for the community.
I never really recognized that having a loving family was special. I didn't even sort of get that concept. And when I first volunteered with CORA, I was really terrified because the relationships that I'd always taken for granted weren't necessarily everybody's norm. And the fact that some people, those relationships are what's most kind of traumatizing for them, it felt so unfair. I wanted to do something. The summer after 8th grade, I really began to sort of have this skill set in finance. So I said, maybe I can combine this with my passion for making a difference with CORA to kind of draw attention. And so I founded the Another Door Opens Fund, which was basically a vehicle that I would raise money and manage it on CORA's behalf and give the money to them whenever necessary. Because sort of a young high schooler starting this fund was kind of a unique idea, it was different, I was really able to say, hey, look at what CORA is doing. I mean, I talked to anyone who was willing to listen to a young kid talk about finance and women's rights. And I was really fortunate that my community sort of supported me, and I was able to date raise $85,000. I think one takeaway through this entire process is that everyone is in a unique position to contribute to whatever they're passionate about, whatever they care about. I mean, sometimes the weirdest ideas, the ones that you think are least likely to succeed, are the ones that can draw the most attention to a cause that matters to you. I am extraordinarily grateful for everything that CORA has done to support me in trying to make a difference for survivors of domestic violence and kind of inspiring me to think differently about altruism and giving. It's changed not only my last 3+ years, but it's going to change my direction for the rest of my life.
As a former police officer, I saw the damage that domestic violence does, and I am a survivor myself. And so I know what it's like. And I think CORA does a great job of getting the word out and helping these people, and I wanted to be a part of that. My mother married my stepdad when I was 11 years old. He was a very heavy-handed guy. He used to beat my brother and I. He liked using a razor strap. Sometimes he used his fist. And that's where I learned to be afraid. Every day of my life he told me I was stupid and would never amount to anything. And I married somebody who was very similar to my father. She also told me I was stupid and was very controlling. But Being in an abusive relationship is like being in a room with no doors and no windows. You can't see the way out. I know what I went through. And if my experiences can help, I'm right there. I'm ready to answer questions. I'm ready to get involved. And so I am a survivor speaker at CORA. When I find someone that has really been helped by something I do, it's like reaching back to this little boy that was abused and saying that it's all right. It helps me mend the past. I'm really thankful that CORA is here because not only do they help the community, but they help me also. They help me in large part to put away the ghosts of the past. There's light out there, and through effort and help from organizations like CORA, you can find it. And you can become free and live free.